Well, when you're 5'9", you can really maximize your shooting and your speed. So that's kind of what I did with my build. 99 3-ball with cap breakers, 99 speed. I'm just going to be running up and down and getting off as many threes as I can. There it is.
Nice. That's money.
Come on. That's the game plan. 5 out and threes. Come on.
You're so small, you don't really want to attack the paint. You got to make sure you got good shooting. That's really what it comes down to.
If you're going to play on a team of short kings, everyone's got to run out and share the ball to find the open shot.
Look.
Go, Danny.
Yeah,
Let's go, Danny. Just like that.
4-point game.
Let's go.
Rodney 3.
Oh, that's money.
Let's go, Danny.
It's Friday night, and live on 2K Sports, we're going to bring you the NBA in all its excitement. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. And the Houston Rockets starting 5. We've got Durant. Tari Easton is out there with Thompson. Then there's Green. And it's Şengün in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for San Antonio, Fox and Castle are their guards. Jackson is out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Wembanyama in at the 5, roaming the paint. And we have a little extra spice to this game tonight. This is the first game of the NBA Cup for each of these teams.
Well, with only 4 games in the group stage, you have to get off to a good start. This is a big game for both teams in the Cup. And, of course, this game counts in the regular season as well.
Now Thompson, after OG Anunoby missed from long range. Şengün, no good. And here are the Spurs. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Rockets team.
2 conference rivals. I mean, they'll play each other a total of 4 times this season.
Well, these are the games you get up for, regardless of how you played late.
And you look at these Rockets, Greg, pretty fearsome on the defensive end.
I mean, great length and athleticism on the wings, and a defensive-minded coach in Ime Udoka. They'll make you work for it, no doubt about it.
Here's Fox. Wembanyama outside. Good, and a nice assist from Fox.
Sometimes you watch Wembanyama and think this guy is a cheat code, hitting threes at well over 7 feet tall.
2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Goes up, hammers it home to polish off the break.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
So it's the Rockets now, after the basket by San Antonio. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Going inside, and it's Fox with the jam.
Well, you see how quick Fox is on his feet. Give him an opening, and he'll just take off.
Fox against Thompson. Durant. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Wembanyama outside. Fox from outside. It's rebounded by Houston. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
Yeah, when you have a defensive showing this poor, it's normally due to an overall lack of effort. Well, you can't start the game much better than this. 4 of 5 from the field.
Fox kicks to Jackson. Shoots the 3. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Fox has got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, Jackson brings so much value with his ability to space the floor.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Well, that's the job, right? Your duty as a coach is to finesse your lineups so your guys get the best chance to succeed.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. The first thing on his mind was not letting Kevin Durant beat them. He said, quote, even if it means playing off other guys, we cannot let KD get comfortable. We have to be right up in his jersey the entire game. We're going to see some aggressive D on Durant tonight by the sound of this. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. So here we go, Coach. The 2025 Rookie of the Year, Stephon Castle.
Yeah, look, Kevin, you can't say too many good things about this guy, but it starts with this. Like all the best players in the league, he plays both ends of the floor. Stephon Castle can take on the assignment of guarding the best player on the other team, and he's a guy whose skills are rapidly improving offensively. The future is great for this guy.
Now here's Green over Jackson. The Rockets again can't hit.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Back to Castle. To the inside. And stolen by Şengün. Thompson outside. To the middle. And Şengün throws it down.
Even without the explosive athleticism, Şengün still able to play above the rim.
Pass to Castle. A 3-ball. It's deflected. And it's Houston on the break. And the dunk by Eason.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. They trail by 1. Now Castle. Right side Jackson. Fires from deep. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. For Houston, they've gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. They kick it out to Green. Good defense by Wembanyama.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Last outing for San Antonio, it was a loss to the Lakers in Los Angeles.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Well, everyone has off nights. They just need to make sure that they bounce back strong.
And now, the first timeout called here for the Spurs. Greg, you look at Alperen Şengün. He's one of the best combinations of force and finesse in the NBA.
And you wonder how he fell to the 16th pick in the 2021 draft. You saw the numbers he was putting up as a 19-year-old in Turkey. Pretty clear he should have gone higher.
Now Durant, following the miss by Jaren Jackson from deep. Good defense by Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Wembanyama is a specimen, going at the rim there with a purpose.
The Rockets leading. Here is Durant. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And what opened things up for him was his passing. He was making so many plays that the D had to play off him.
And the Spurs with some changes. Bryant comes in for OG Anunoby. And it's Harper in for Castle. And then for Houston, Steven Adams, he's checked in for Şengün. Clint Capella comes in for Jeff Green. And Shepard subbed in for Thompson. Now here's Jackson. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Lakers.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this year.
Shepard, that's good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Fox kicks to Jackson. From the arc. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Jackson's got his second basket of the night.
Rim protection plus three-point shooting. Triple J gives you 2 things every team needs.
Here's KD. And the rejection by Bryant. Fox with it. Picked up by Shepard. And Bryant throws it down.
Fox is great operating an offense. He is very skilled setting others up.
Here's Shepard. Guarded by Fox. Pass to Eason. 5 on the clock. Lets the 3 fly. And they recover it. Durant wide open. He fires. Kept alive by Houston. And the rejection by Jackson.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Fox feeling it out a bit. Fires the 3. Jackson misses. Houston's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Here's Shepard. Guarded by Fox. KD against Bryant. Over Bryant. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Spurs have gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. Here's Wembanyama. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Well, Coach, we know the 2025 season was cut short for Wembanyama due to a blood clot in his right shoulder.
Yeah, it was too bad, Kevin, to see that season cut short. Look, I think it's easy to say Wembanyama would have been the defensive player of the year in 2025. I think he had that one sewed up, but he just couldn't get enough games in to get to that. And he's a guy that can do everything on offense. We're talking probably the next face of the league.
Timeout call for Rockets. And thus far in his career, GA, Victor Wembanyama is averaging well over 3 blocks per game.
Matter of fact, if he can maintain this rate, he's on pace to average the most blocks of any player in NBA history, surpassing the towering Mark Eaton.
Shot clock at 3. Another miss by Houston.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
To the left wing. And he uses the glass on the lane. Wembanyama's got 7 points.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Here's Finney-Smith. The fadeaway. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Harper slams it in.
Oh, showing the hops there. Harper can get up with the best of them.
Shepard with the ball. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Memphis, and it goes down 2 points.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Now, here's Harper. 1:44 left in the first quarter. Jackson has the open look. No good from outside.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack. Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Wembanyama. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Houston.
Well, you know, the analytics guys would tell you a team shouldn't be taking this many mid-range shots, but clearly they're shooting them with confidence.
And another key for them tonight, attacking the basket. Taking it right to the hoop, never a bad idea.
And it's Van Vliet with the ball for the Houston Rockets. No one near him. Misses off the left iron.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
And let's quickly take a look at some stats for Kennard. How he did last season. Put up about 9 points per, 3 assists and 3 rebounds. And to have a knockdown shooter like that coming off the bench, a great asset for any coach.
Absolutely. I wish I had 2 or 3 like him coming off the bench when I was coaching. If I did, I probably wouldn't be sitting here with you guys.
Here's Finney-Smith. He has yet to score. Tries again. And it's Harper with the rebound. And it's the Spurs ball. They're on a 13-5 run here. Kennard for 3. It's rebounded by Houston. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Shepard, that's good.
The feet are what made that play happen inside for Shepard.
24 seconds left to play in the first. Now Harper. You saw him with 10 points last game. Outside Jackson. From outside the arc. Good on the triple. Jackson's got 9.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Near the three-point line, it's Van Vliet. And so it's Jaren Jackson making highlights for the Spurs. He delivered 9 points from three-point range that quarter. Terrific work from distance. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here. What do you think they've been doing or not doing?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
Yeah, well, the best way to get in the head of your opponent is through aggressive defense.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. In the backcourt, we'll see Van Vliet and Thompson. Alper and Şengün out there with Green. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot.
Competitive, selfless, and a high basketball IQ. Şengün with the traits every coach loves.
And that one misses. And this is game 1 of the group play stage of the NBA Cup. Teams are divided into 6 groups of 5.
And while those groups are randomly selected in a drawing, there is an attempt to kind of keep them balanced with teams slotted from different tiers based on their previous season record.
And the shot will not go from Anunoby.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now here's Harper. Right on the bucket. Castle's got the lead up to 4 now for the Spurs.
A bigger guard, 6'6" Castle, can just overwhelm defenders. Impressive for his age.
Van Vliet can't get it to go. And San Antonio shooting at 50% in a decent group. Anunoby passes to Bryant. Back to Anunoby. Here's the 3. Here's Kessler. That one's in, his first shot of this game.
Well, Kessler to the rescue, using his size to win the rebound, and then quickly going on the attack himself.
Now here's Van Vliet. No scoring in this one. Not his night so far. That's miss number 5 with no makes. Bryant drives in, and the rebound goes to the Rockets. Şengün's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Finney Smith. The putback. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Van Vliet can't get that one to fall.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Fred Van Vliet is a leader for the Rockets. Their coach, Ime Udoka, says Fred sometimes goes against his natural inclination, playing the good cop because Ime himself is so hard on them, but adds, Fred is a grumpy dude. He always finds something to be mad at. We need that with our team. Back to you.
They love his disposition. Okay, thank you, Allie. Here's Van Vliet, following the bucket by the Spurs. Here's Green, and he banks in the layup.
Green.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Now, here's Harper. Anunoby outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper. Harper's got 3 assists now in this one. And here's Thompson. Van Vliet outside. Just 4 to shoot. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Yikes, this quarter has not been kind to him. Just 1 for 5 so far.
Down low, Kessler, and Kessler throws it down.
That's just textbook. Castle understands when to deliver the ball off that screen.
And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, the future is looking bright for the Spurs on and off the court. They pledged over $1 billion for a new arena and surrounding civic improvements in downtown San Antonio. I'm told nothing with the project has been finalized just yet, but clearly the Spurs are looking to help finance a new state-of-the-art arena in the near future, around Victor Wembanyama, no less.
Yep, a wonderful organization. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting. Now here's Green, and here's Van Vliet from the other. Still a very tough night shooting for him. That makes him 1 for 8 now. To the paint, here's Bryant, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Greg, these boys veterans really seem to have triggered a shift for the Rockets.
At the same time, it's going to be Houston's young talent that determines their future, and they've already shown they can make a major impact.
And as if the Spurs stand weren't already stocked with young talent, they moved up from 8th to the number 2 spot in the May draft lottery.
An embarrassment of riches, Kevin. And if any organization knows how to organically build through the draft, it's the Spurs.
That one goes. Count it.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand closer to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
Now, here's Fox. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
Well, he also did a good job of making plays for others. What a performance from him.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
Thompson with the bucket.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Now, here's Fox. Castle misses. Pass to Durant. Here's Eason. Yes, that goes in. And now just a 5-point Spurs lead.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
On the wing, Bryant. He's covered by Eason. Offensive rebound. Wembanyama. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
Great defensive effort. Just saved a basket.
Well, he's such a competitor at that end of the floor. Never takes a possession off.
San Antonio leading by 5. Bryant right side. And it's the Rockets on the break. Rebound San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Bryant. Green against Anunoby. Here's Wembanyama. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Inside. Here's Şengün. When you think about clutch players, Greg, you think scoring. But is that accurate, or can clutch be in any facet of the game?
It's in all phases. You think of guys who always seem to come up with that crucial rebound or that big-time stop. Being clutch comes down to will as much as skill.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Rockets. Shepard comes in for Amen Thompson. Fox with it, and guarded by Capella. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. Rockets trail by 6. Down low. And the dunk by Eason.
And we mentioned Durant's scoring ability often, but there, showing how good of a passer he can be.
Pass to Jackson. There's the triple. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for him. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for Houston. Over in the corner, Shepard. Just 5 on the clock. Over Jackson. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Okay, let's take a look at Alperon Şengün.
Last season, he played outstanding. He was around 19 points per game last year, 10 rebounds and 5 assists. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
Yeah, when a shot is missed, he has got great instincts for where the ball is going.
Jackson from long range sinks the triple. Jackson's got 12.
Well, Jackson Jr. is a versatile scorer, which is what allows him to catch fire like this.
Durant deciding where to go with it. Pass to Shepard. Houston needs to get a shot off. Shot by Easton, no good. Spurs leading by 7. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Clint Capella.
And I really think Wembanyama has a chance to be one of those mold-breaking players who changes the game of basketball.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. And the Rockets making a change here. Adams checked in. Now here's Durant. He's got 8. The Rockets again can't hit. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. And no questioning the greatness of Kevin Durant. But, Greg, trying to get back into championship contention.
Yeah, and since his 2 titles with the Warriors, disappointment with the Nets and Suns, can he get a shot at another ring?
And the rejection by Wembanyama. Kennard on the wing. Fires the 3. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Shepard. That one's good. The San Antonio lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Adams.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Fox kicks to Kennard. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got his 7th assist here tonight.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
To the inside. Stolen by Jackson. And they're moving it up. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Kennard for 3. And the Spurs another 3.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Now here's Durant. He's got 8. From past the arc. Oh, KD parries the 3.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Pass to Champagny. Here's Wembanyama. Adams defending. Now here's Capella. Shepard, the pass to Capella. Now Shepard. Shot clock at 6. KD against Fox. No good there off the double clutch. San Antonio leading by 9. Wembanyama outside. No good on the triple. Houston's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%. But they've continued to let them fly. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We've got more in store for you right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports.
Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. In the first period, their biggest lead was a slim 3 points. And that'll do it for us.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. It's been a clinic out there by Jaren Jackson.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Fox and Castle are their guards. Anunoby out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Wembanyama in at the 5 down low. That's the San Antonio 5. Şengün, and the rejection by Jackson.
Well, halftime is supposed to be for adjustments. I'm sure this isn't what they had in mind.
Love the confidence from Wembanyama.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Eason against Castle from 11 feet away. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the... And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
You can be sure, GA, that as the Spurs build this team, there will be no shortcuts.
Well, they're surely eyeing that group 8 hours north in OKC. Another young core that's not going anywhere. If the Spurs want to contend, the standards been set.
Well, this is why Wembanyama is such a nightmare. The size, the speed, the touch, he has it all working.
It's Thompson off the drive. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
Ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
And they'll get another chance.
Well, they're all over the offensive glass right now, and it's a big reason that they're ahead. I love the way he went with the bounce pass there. Great awareness.
Castle with it. He's covered by Eason. Pass to Wembanyama. And stolen by Eason. Fox against Thompson. And Thompson slams it home.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Yeah, they're not pulling any punches here. Even the guards are attacking the basket.
Now a timeout called by Houston. And the speed of the Aaron Fox. Wow. GA, he gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his water bug quickness with the towering size of Wembanyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come.
Fred VanVleet is checked in for Houston. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
San Antonio making a switch here. Kessler's checked in. Now here's Jackson. 12 points for him.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
That one falls. VanVleet's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. Van Vliet's a strong finisher for his size.
Here's Fox in the corner. Castle with it. Shoots it up. That one wide left.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
Green, no luck.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Jackson misses. Rockets trail by 7. Here's Durant. Muscling it in. Kevin Durant.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
In the corner, Castle with it. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And it's Houston's ball. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. Outside, KD. 16 feet away. Rebounded by the Spurs. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. And the basket by Castle.
A 6'6" Castle is a strong finisher inside.
Here's KD. Good D by Anunoby. Spurs leading by 7. Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The Spurs last season acquiring De'Aaron Fox. He said what this team struggled with are the things that I bring. Self-creation, being able to touch the paint, getting into the teeth of the defense and collapsing it. And regardless of how well I'm playing in a game, I still command attention. My guys never just leave me. Guys?
Okay, Allie, we thank you. Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Ryan's checked in for Jaren Jackson. And it's Harper in for Fox. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Finney-Smith's checked in.
Defensively, if you're going to disrupt his rhythm, you have to put more pressure on.
On the wing, Anunoby. Back to Castle. Pass to Harper. To the middle. Wants to get it to Kessler and does.
Well, what I love about Walker Kessler, he's a 7-footer who plays like a 7-footer.
And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. 8-point game. Over Castle. The shot by Thompson, no good. For San Antonio, they've gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. And Bryant slams it in.
Hello. I mean, that's what I call a move.
That is some artistry. Greg, you're right. On his way to the basket, he was soaring. Now here's Van Vliet. Here's the teardrop. And it's sent back by Kessler.
Familiar results for him. He can't get anything to go.
Bryant bats a 2-pointer. It's rebounded by Houston. Şengün's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Van Vliet outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep, Green. Second chance effort. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle. And now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Although not the strongest, Şengün has a solid base and incredible shooting.
And some changes here for the Spurs. Champagne's checked in. And it's Luke Kennard in for Stephon Castle. And then for Houston, Adams comes in for Green. And Shepard subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Here's Champagne. In the corner, it's Bryant. Bryant can't get that one to fall.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Yeah, he may have had space, but the defense did a nice job closing that gap quickly.
Now Harper, following the miss by Fred Van Vliet from deep. Here's Kessler. That falls. High speed that time from Harper. Kessler's got 10 points in the game.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Here's Shepard. Kennard covering. Thompson surveying the floor. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Harper against Van Vliet. Pass to Champagny. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. And it's a 12-point San Antonio lead.
Nice read. Sets his teammate up. You like how they're sharing the ball.
Van Vliet attacking. And it's good for 2. Van Vliet's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And expect smart plays like that from Van Vliet. He is a clever floor general who knows how to create.
Now here's Harper. The kick out to Bryant. Kennard for 3. And the 3 ball is good. Kennard's got the lead up to 13 now for the Spurs.
Yeah, Kennard's percentages from 3 are insane. And he's consistent. He does it every year.
Thompson up top, defended by Bryant. They get the rebound. Adams, the pass to Shepard. Goes back up. Pass to Şengün. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And what I love about Şengün, he's not looking to jack up threes. He prefer to bang you down low.
Wembanyama, he's checked in for Walker Kessler. Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Rockets. Tari Eason comes in for Amen Thompson. Here's Wembanyama. He's got 16. Bryant passes to Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Going to Wembanyama, any chance you get just makes a whole lot of sense. Victor is really on fire tonight.
Shepard with the ball. Kennard covering. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up block shots.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
Jackson, he's checked in for the Spurs. From outside, off the mark. Here's Kennard. He's got 9. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And now, here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that last season scored the most second chance points in the NBA. The Rockets, number 1.
Yeah, that was a huge factor for them a season ago, and their ability to attack the offensive glass and then convert those into second chance buckets. I mean, no one did it better.
One of the most unique prospects the game has ever seen. Wembanyama's height and versatility make him a generational talent.
To the paint, and Harper slams it in.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
And the dunk by Capella.
Well, this is Capella using his height the best way he can to save the possession.
Pass to Jackson. Here's Champagny. He's covered by Eason. Outside Harper. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Outside for Jackson. Over Şengün.
Using that length, Şengün timing the block.
That's a 2 from Kennard, and it's good. The time running down on the shot clock. Kennard's got 11 points.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's Shepard, and the rejection by Wembanyama. Harper against Van Vliet.
Great length as a guard. Harper's wingspan snuck up on the shooter.
Here's Eason. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Outside Harper. Kennard for 3. That falls. High speed that time from Harper. Harper's got his 6th assist on the night. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Right back after this break. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So on the floor for Houston, Durant is out there with Green. Then there's Shepard. Then it's Tari Eason. And it's Adams in at the 5. Katie with it. Pass to Green. Back to Durant. And Katie throws it down.
Oh, rising up for the throwdown. I love seeing KD finish with some power.
Here's Champagnie. Ball's knocked loose. Green taking his time here.
And the length of Green is a real issue for the league. His arms just go forever, which often results in a lot of shooting fouls.
Shooting for Houston, Jeff Green, taking 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Jeff Green. San Antonio making a switch here. Fox is checked in, and a change for the Rockets. Thompson, he's checked in for Tari Eason. And both free throws good for Green.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Pass to Castle. Inside, it's stolen by Adams. No one near Shepard as he lets it go. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 4 assists in the game. Anunoby outside. Lets it go with a 3. Drills it from outside. And the Spurs lead by 14.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth moments.
Pass to Champagnie. And here is Anunoby. Jacks up a 3, and again, it's the Spurs from deep.
You have to stay connected to Anunoby out on the perimeter. Can't give him any daylight.
Here's Shepard. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Spurs leading by 17. In the corner, Castle with it. They get it again. Wembanyama. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
Maybe the most hyped teenager since LeBron James. Wembanyama is the poster child for upside.
Walker Kessler, he's checked in for San Antonio. Here's Thompson. And that time, also a missed shot. The Spurs have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. And they call the foul, so he's got the and 1 chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Well, Castle showing his ability to create and finish when the defense overcommits.
And with all the talk about load management, coach, and player participation, what about getting rid of players fouling out?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of getting rid of players fouling out. I do like the idea, and I think Scott Skiles was the one who brought it up, Kevin, of taking like the offensive fouls and just having that be a turnover, like the illegal screen or a charge, and not charge that as a personal foul, where honestly you end up being punished double.
And there's the whistle, illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Now, here's Anunoby. Out to the wing. Here's Wembanyama for three. Comes up short with his 12th attempt. He has made 8 shots. Thompson is double. KD against Anunoby. Durant, the pass to Shepard. 6 to shoot. They need this. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here.
Rockets.
And a look now at San Antonio's upcoming schedule. On Saturday, the New Orleans Pelicans will come into town. And then on Monday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Chicago against the Bulls.
And for that game against the Warriors, that should be an interesting one. Early in the season, both teams will still be working out the details.
Now, here's Fox. Following the shot by Kevin Durant. And Green now, top of the key. And Green slams it in.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 2-0 run by San Antonio.
The kick out to Anunoby. Offline with his 3.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
Outside, Green. Back to Adams. Pass to Shepard. Over Fox. And it's Shepard missing. And the Spurs with possession. Big stretch here going 10-2. Now Castle. He's covered by Thompson. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Castle. And the Rockets making a change here. Şengün's checked in. Rockets trail by 19. Outside, KD. Pass to Shepard. San Antonio with the rebound.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
And for Houston, they're shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. To the middle. Here's Şengün. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
Love that intensity from Şengün inside. Basically overpowering the cover.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
And they've been very loose with the ball here. They haven't been as patient, forcing things a bit, which has led to turnovers. They need to just slow down and relax.
It's tipped. It's stolen by Green. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now. And it's Fox with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. The lead is 15. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure.
Well, and after making just 1 triple going into the break, he's still looking for his first make from distance here in the second half.
Anunoby outside. Trying to end the drought. They get it back. Here's Wembanyama. And that one, good. Wembanyama's got 11 in the second half. Now Shepard. Pass to Şengün. And Şengün throws it down.
Assist.
I tell you what, he is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the basket.
Now Castle, a 3. That shot off.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Anunoby passes to Wembanyama. Drains it from beyond the arc. Wembanyama's got 26.
Well, it's only his second 3 of the night. If he's going to heat up, the second half is a great time to do it.
And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball. Jackson, he's checked in for Walker Kessler.
Jaren Jackson Jr.
To the inside, Durant. He can't hit that time. Good D by Anunoby.
Well, he's pressing right now, which can happen when you're trying to cut into a lead.
Outside for Wembanyama. And it's off from three-point range. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That's foul number 2 for him. Tari Eason's checked in for the Rockets.
Houston substitution, Eason.
Fox against Thompson. Jeff Green on the wing. Pass to Durant. It's tipped. Şengün passes to KD. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. 20 points for him.
Man, that's a scary sight for the defense. The last thing you want is for Durant to find his rhythm from downtown.
Jackson down low. He's covered by Thompson. Jackson, that's good.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And it's Fox with the jam.
Whoa, Fox, what a finish.
Rockets trailed by 19. Thompson left side. And the rejection by Jackson. Shot by Eason, no good.
Aggressive move, but that was great D to prevent the easy bucket.
Sweet move, and it's Castle laying it in.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Green passes to Şengün. Outside Durant, Fox with the steal. Eason against Castle. Outside Jackson, beyond the arc. Green with the block. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson.
San Antonio ball.
Clock at 4. Here's Wembanyama. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Wembanyama has got 16 points here in the second half. Timeout called the Rockets. You know, GA, one great thing about the NBA, well, there are many things, but one great thing is that there's always new talent coming through the ranks.
Yeah, I mean, the future is bright. And Kevin, I really like this year's draft class. Man, we just continue to add exciting young talent to the mix.
It's time now to present our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Now, here's Fox, following the shot by Kevin Durant. Back to Castle. Outside Jackson, takes a 3, gets it to go from beyond the arc. Jackson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And some changes here for the Spurs. Ryan's checked in for Anunoby, and it's Kennard in for Fox. Houston with a big group substitution here. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Şengün. Clint Capella comes in for Green. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Thompson. Now here's VanVleet. Will it go? And he hits the jump shot.
And you can always count on VanVleet to make the right play. He doesn't make too many bad decisions when he's got the ball in his hands.
Castle with it, covered by VanVleet. The shot's good from Kennard.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Now here's VanVleet.
You have to be aware of Jackson Jr. He's a former Defensive Player of the Year and an elite shot blocker. Might be time for a little different approach. His shot hasn't been falling here in the second half.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for San Antonio.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Victor Wembanyama.
Well, you know, his work on the glass was a key factor, helping to turn the tide as far as the possession game, and so often that's the difference.
And that one drops.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on.
Yeah, it's so frustrating as a coach when it takes your team this long to get into a rhythm.
Taking no chances, they go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
And it's Van Vliet with the rebound. Again with the block. And that's 9 blocks.
You know he's going to be coming hard for that 10th.
Substitution for your Spurs, Champagnie Harper.
Long range from the inbound. Can't connect. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Alan LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. We'll see you next time.
I step in the arena, always seen a moment of truth. I've been a gangster. Thanks, y'all. I'm from the bottom, bread to twist your top like they locking dreads. Chestnut checkers, you get my rider meds.
When they say my style so amazing.
Style, flavor, grace. I got style, flavor, grace, and plus a different technique.
They say my style so amazing.
Style, flavor, grace, and plus a different technique.
They say my style so amazing.
What's that rooftop music right here? That staircase.
Different technique.
Yeah.
They say my style
Let's
so
go.
amazing.
My talk is a food for thought, so none other could raise the stakes. Make your plate, got no filler, so save your amazing grace. I'm from the jungles. They knew that my mother would raise an eight, born from the bottom. It's true that the gutter don't make mistakes. I got the formula, the formula, make it euphoria. Honoria, on a run eating, creeping in Florida. I ain't even applauding you. These two hands come together. No one remembers the thought of you. Visions and staircases and rooftops, and even in rare cases, mask off, got bare faces for new ops. Trigger the worst when I come up big in the verse. You can hear the traces of Tupac. We deep in the trenches, but so poised. I realize the emptiest of minds make the most noise. We dope boys, but move so meticulous. Belichick drawing plays for viciousness. Now you know what the mission is.
For my heavy feet, just to help me sleep. I do it like she'll never ever get a ring from me. On my line, like we gotta talk. I don't know what I done, but it can't be deep. Send her, I know what it costs, but it can't be cheap. I think that she want me for me. Oh, am I love? Then yeah, quiet it down. I ain't lying to y'all. You get prioritized if it's profit involved. Tired of y'all, I ain't flying with y'all out. Force the quiet out. No, I ain't going for it. No, I don't know nothing. I just counted my love song. I ain't going to bed till this goes. It's a hole in my chest till this close. Get cold as December with no clothes. This a V12 inch, I don't go slow. If my feet on the pedal, just hold on. My baby gon' hold out for me. I been praying we turn out okay. Girl, you know I got all eyes on me. Drink some thought for my heavy feet. Just to help me sleep. I do it like she'll never ever get a ring from me. On my line, like we gotta talk. I don't know what I done, but it can't be deep. I don't know what it costs, but it can't be cheap. I don't think that she want me for me. Oh, am I love? Then yeah, quiet it down. I ain't lying to y'all. You get prioritized if it's profit involved. Tired of y'all, I ain't flying with y'all out. Fuck the quiet out. I don't got much left. I'm by myself. I know what's right, what's wrong. I guess I don't got much else. Let's get a little more. Put the windows down. Run around town and that, oh my God. Where in the did he get that from? Wow, where'd you get this fine? Like, can I get this time? I ain't think I could get this. I don't think I'm gonna risk this one. If your team worth $50. You really miss me, huh? Didn't it feel real for once? Take some time for my heavy feet. Just to help me sleep. I do it like she'll never ever get a ring from me. On my line, like we gotta talk. I don't know what I done, but it can't be deep. Send her, I don't know what it costs, but it can't be cheap. I don't think that she want me for me. I don't think that she want me for me.
Got them back of them. Ready to kick down though. Messed up, I don't know you. Man, I move like a soldier. Buy like a coat. Cheese. I put chrome hearts on our feet. And it's hard stuff that I bleed. You been chopping it up, belly. Work on butch, turn it up with a red on. Shaking this drop, I ain't popping. Hockey it down with binoculars. Call out my phone and I'm blocking you. Got two girls in the cut, and I don't know what to do. I fell in love with you. Two girls in the cut, which one to choose? I fell in love with you. Fell in love with you. Fell in love with you. I got two girls in the cut, I don't know who to choose. I fell in love with you. I fell in love with you.
Easy out of here. Easy out of here.
Yeah. Premier on the track. Hey, yo, shout out to the NBA. What's your favorite team? I'ma break down all the teams and show you how I flip it into a rhyme scheme.
Take your time.
Pay close attention.
Break it down.
I'm in Atlanta with the Hawk. I poked him, he fell quick. I used to be a scalper like Boston, I sell ticks. My Cuban link chain so heavy my neck hurt. Call me the Brooklyn Nets. In Brooklyn I network. Get fly in Charlotte, spread my wings like a hornet. Every time I hear your music, I fast forward. If I was bipolar, I as soon as my mood switch. Something like Chicago, cause I'm back on my bull. In the gym working on my Cleveland Cavs. I be running like the horse on the Dallas Mavs. Hungry, so I gotta put some food in my stomach. I need some sweet and sour sauce for my Denver Nuggets. In the getaway car, I had to work on the engine, the crankshaft, cylinder head, and the pistons. These rappers is my kids, call Moria. I'm in the golden state of mind, a warrior. Rockin' like Houston, I don't give a I don't rap for free, I sell verses, Swiss beats and Timberland. Indiana Pacers jacket with the zipper. I just got a haircut with some LA Clippers. Like the Lakers bring the chip to my city. Shout to my bleak ass Memphis. I be on my Grizzly, heat like Miami. Get bucks like Milwaukee, Jadakiss already said that. Shooting like the Timberwolves, I ain't missing fam. Timber, knock the trees down on your timberlands. Birds call them pelicans. Knicks in the rain, lightning and thunder. I'm a hustling veteran. I'm a survivor like Respect me from Brooklyn to Compton. I was born in 78. Never been a quitter. 2 years ahead of my time. I'm a 76er. They my sons. We some trailblazers, you heard? A bunch of kings floating in them Bentley Spurs. Pat Pulse, way more than just a rapper. Swoop down and snatch my prey like a raptor. Used to shop at Jimmy Jazz. I'm different. Y'all some cowardly lions eager to meet the wizard.
Playing basketball. 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 Playing Basketball.